Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
Trading with a perfect broker is the key, which takes you one step ahead. At AFX, we have you covered. The future of Forex is zero commission. Here at AFX, we offer ultra low commission, which starts at 99 cents per lot. Our accounts spreads start from 0.0 pips. With account leverage up to 500x, and can have a minimum deposit of $100, with an additional 100% deposit bonus, regulated by HMC Greece, compliant with ESMA, EU, regulated with FSCA, South Africa. Nothing to lose, but something to gain. Trade with the world's most liquid market provider, AFX, recommended by Stock Sniper Trading. To get started, use the affiliate link below.
As a trader, we all look for tight or low spreads, which helps us to get in and out of the market. Using the right broker can help us try different strategies. With multiple options of brokers on the web, here at Stock Sniper Trading, we have a recommended broker, that is HankoTrade. With spreads as low as 0 pips and leverage up to 500x, HankoTrade is just one click away. With multiple account types to choose from, you also have a minimum deposit of $10. Using HankoTrade's affiliate program, refer a friend and earn up to a 40% commission on trading volume. Built by traders, for traders. HankoTrade.
Recording in progress.
Hey guys, welcome to Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Ron, my partner is Dave. Welcome everybody, good afternoon. It's 1 p.m. Eastern, it's Wednesday, October 25th. Thank you guys for joining, appreciate all of you guys. And let's get back into these markets this afternoon. And what we're going to do is we're going to analyze Dow Jones, US30. And if we have some time, we'll do a second security. But for now, we'll focus on the Dow. But before we get into any of that, I just want to I hope that everybody's having a great day today in SST here. We had some amazing sessions, starting off with London, and then Dave, and then PK. And also, guys, I'll go over a couple of our signals that were sent out today. Fantastic. They hit some really good profit. Snipers are doing really well. The SST Scalper Pro also helps out with your own analysis and your own confluence. Maybe you had your analysis already done, and then a signal comes out and it might complement your trade idea, and we might agree on it and give you more confidence to take the trade. Sometimes the signals hit break evens, sometimes they hit stop loss, but majority of time they do go into profit. And over time, daily, weekly, monthly, compounding the pips is the name of the game. Just before we even look at anything, guys, what I always say is proper risk management. Some of you guys are doing really well trading, analyzing patterns, candlesticks, price action, learning different indicators, but some of you guys are still struggling with the hardest part of trading, which is risk management. Okay, so let's all agree that we all take losses. Okay, we all take losses. I take losses just like you guys, but it comes down to managing your risk. I'm just reading right now in the YouTube chat, Peace Miner, just now gold dropped and burned your account. Guys, always remember to control your lot size. Yes, so this is what I'm saying. We shouldn't let one trade destroy your entire account. If you get burned by one trade on your entire account, you know that you're over leveraging, you know that you're over risking. There should be nobody on this call that is risking their entire account on one trade. Okay, remember, you want to only, maybe when you're learning, is risk 0.5 to 1% of your entire account's per day. And then with that 1%, you can break it down into how many trades you want to take. You don't need to take the entire 1% in one entire trade. You can break it down. Let's say if we want to do 3 trades per day, we look for 3 quality setups, maybe 1 trade in London, maybe 1 in Wall Street, maybe 1 right now. So that would give me 3 trades. Overall 1% of my account, so then each trade would be 0.33%, and that's how you can manage your risk. Let's say for example, you're having a bad day, you're not reading the market, and you get stopped out on all 3 trades. That's it. Then your analysis is not working. You got to go back and study what's going on and come back the next day. But if you lose 1%, it's not the end of the world. You still have a lot of capital left in your account to come back and make that loss up. But if we're risking 5%, 10%, 20% every single day, and you have a bad day, you can say goodbye to your account and your capital. Okay, so please guys, practice your risk management along with your technicals, fundamentals, and everything else. Okay, now guys, what we're going to do is we're just going to get through the news and just talk before we even look at any charts and do any top-down analysis. Okay, so today was a busy day, Wednesday, October 25 right here. It started in London. London is 3 a.m., so this is 4 a.m. We had some news. We had some German business climate come out pretty good, green. Some European news. Then we got into 10 a.m. So over here in Canada, I'm in Canada, we had the Bank of Canada monetary policy report, Bank of Canada rate statement, and the overnight rate. So we can see over here that they didn't really do anything with the overnight rates of the interest rates. So previous was 5%, forecast was 5%, the actual that came out today. So here in Canada, they kept the rates unchanged. They did not increase, they didn't decrease, it's the same. So what we could see is, I believe it's November 2nd is the FOMC in US, and that's with Jay Powell. That's going to be a very, very important FOMC. Maybe if they follow Canada's lead, maybe no change in the US as well. Okay, so it came out with no change. 10 a.m. if you were trading the markets, you could see how it was affected. And then we had some new home sales come out. And this afternoon, right now, 1 p.m. as I'm speaking right now, we have in Europe, we have ECB President Lagarde is speaking right now. And guys, over here, I wanted to highlight this here too. Okay, remember yesterday we were talking about after hours, had Microsoft and Google earnings. We'll go over earnings whispers today too. But over here, guys, this is really important too. So if you're looking to hold any trades in the after hours or overnight, make sure you are aware that Fed Chair Powell is speaking today at 4:35 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so make sure you are aware of this. It is a red folder, and Mr. Powell will be speaking here. Will the markets be volatile? I don't know. Will it be the same as an FOMC? I have no idea. But anytime Powell is speaking, you do need to know this and be aware of that, because there could be some extreme volatility at this time. So please guys, if you are looking to hold trades after the market closes, make sure you know about this and allocate a certain amount of risk. Okay, and earnings whispers. So remember yesterday, guys, we had Microsoft and Google. Today, after hours, we have Meta. Okay, 4:05 p.m. Meta has earnings. So if you're trading with Nasdaq, anything like that, that will be affected over here. And we'll see how everything comes out. Okay, so this is earnings whispers. It's free if you just want general information on who is reporting. If you're trading a specific security, S&P, whether it's Nasdaq, whether it's Dow Jones, whatever it is, make sure you know which companies are comprised in those securities and how they're allocated with weight in the specific index. Okay, and just moving forward, guys, SST, guys, this is our schedule this week. So we're doing these sessions 1 to 3 p.m. this week. Today, guys, Zoom, we have our webinar on Wix tonight at 5 o'clock. Okay, so 5 to 7 it will be recorded. If you can't make it, we'll upload it to the website. We also have PK in the Asian session after me over here tonight. So Wednesday is a very busy day over here. Okay, and over here, guys, okay, our Discord channel, I just want to go over a couple signals that were sent out today. Let's just power this up over here. There was one that was really nice call out on US30. So we'll go over just a quick one. Okay, so kind of looking over here, 1030, 1025 when it came out. So what we're looking for is this area. We're going to go over this on our charts, how it sold off today in Wall Street, and we were looking for a little bit of a supporting area right in here above like 33,000, and you can see the entry 33,000, suggested TP, suggested stop loss. Does it always work accordingly to this? No, that's why you gotta follow your own analysis too. But it started moving, so we had a big bullish engulfing candle break out of this zone and close above. So this is on a 10-minute time frame. So if you go down to the lower time frames, like how we do when we're live over here, you can maybe enter early, or you wait for the full body to close. And as you can see, it kept moving up. Really nice bullish move, 100 pips out of this critical area over here, and it continued to run for 250 pips right up to this big body candle right into there. So when it comes up there, guys, make sure if you have that full move running, you make sure you scale out and collect some profit for the day. Okay, and also some were sent out in commodities. There was a nasty wick over here on oil, but if you look where volume closed, case, this was a liquidity hunt. Make sure we'll do stop hunts analysis too in education going forward over here on YouTube as well. But you guys in Zoom, we've done webinars already in the back end that have stop hunts, so you guys know that this was a big red candle that came down here and liquidated everything. Came down, did a nice hunt for all the stop losses, picked up all the pending orders, grabbed all that liquidity, and then again we'll look at where the body closes. Okay, so it closed up here and continue to run up. So you got to learn too, what is a stop hunt and what does it mean, and where could that take the liquidity. Okay, and let's get into this. Okay, so guys, thank you for all joining. I appreciate all of you guys this afternoon on YouTube. If you guys can hit the likes, we do appreciate it. If you guys are new to the channel, subscribe, and we have live education daily. Okay, so guys, over here, this is Bookmap. Okay, it's a live liquidity platform. I have it on Dow Jones right now. It's in the 15-minute time slices. Here's 12:15, 12:30, 12:45, 1 o'clock. We just started this call. It's coming into 1:15 right over here. Okay, so, and this is what's called a heat map over here. So we have our heat. These are all pending orders in the market. Okay, so I think someone got it confused, thinking that these are market executions. Market executions are the aggressor, the ones that takes out these orders. So right now these are just pending orders sitting in the market. We have offers and we have bids below us. The green is the bids, the offers are the red above us. This line right here is a really critical line I like to use with Bookmap. It's the VWAP, which is the volume weighted average price line, and currently you can see the volume is below the VWAP. That's why it's pushing down, making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. But now we found a little bit of a bottom down here. You can see on the candlesticks on the 5 minutes, we found a little bit of a bottom, and it's rotating right back up. So we're going to see where this volume will close. Will it pull back down? And we have cumulative volume delta right over here. This is our net transactions, our offers and our bids. Once they transact, it gives us a reading, because it's hard to identify whether these are buy stops, buy limits up here, whether they're sell stops, sell limits, or stop losses. And same thing for down here. We don't know if these are buy stops, buy limits, or sell stops, sell limits. So this indicator over here, it's not the holy grail indicator, but it gives us a little bit more information as to what's happening. So right now, cumulative volume delta is positive 180. So we do have a lot of net transactions on the buy side currently down here in the market. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to get started with a top-down analysis on Dow Jones. So I'm going to go to the daily. Okay, so we're just going to go over quickly how the daily formation is looking. Doesn't it look like a double bottom is about to start down here? We had our one push where it came all the way down, right down here. We bounced back up. There's our daily neckline up here at 34,000, and then we ended up coming back all the way down here last week, and then here's where we're consolidating. So this is where it could make its second leg coming out of here, or it could continue to push down with this bearish candle. So we're barcoding right now on the daily. Red, yesterday was green, we're coming back down red, going back up. So it's kind of a lot of indecision, but down in this zone, we do have a critical block identified, like right over here. That is a demand zone. You can see all of those wicks getting rejected out of this area. So it came down and closed up here. Came down again into the box, closed up here. Came down Friday, October 6th, all the way down, equal low, tweezer bottoms, and then started to break out and start that next leg up. So with this zone, let's bring it across, okay? So if we brought it across all the way from early October and into here, you can see Monday, we came in here and we closed right here. Yesterday they gapped it up, we came back down, and we came all the way up, bullish, and we actually engulfed Monday's candle. So today, look at what happened. They kind of gapped it down. Why did we not open up side by side, okay? So ask yourself that. Okay, you see where we closed yesterday up here? They gapped it down. Why did we not open at 33,210? They gapped it down to 33,175. Then when they gapped it down, they probably came down, picked up a little bit of liquidity. It came back up bullish, but it didn't have enough volume to break yesterday's high. So let's locate where today's high is. I like to place a purple line at the high and low of the day. I call it the anchor high, anchor low. Okay, so what I do is a purple line. Lots of volatility right now, okay? Okay, so we have the high of the day we hit, and then it got rejected, coming back down. And when we came back down, we push all the way, bearish volume, all the way back down to here, which was our low of the day, which is higher than yesterday and then higher than Monday. So it is making a little bit of a higher low off the bottom. I'm going to again place a purple line at the low wick. And since we came down there today, we're coming right back up. So what I like to look at is this bullish body yesterday. We opened and we closed. Where's approximately half of it? Like right around there is half of it. But what I like to do too is if I start to see some type of data from the left, I see over here where it came up green and got rejected right there. Here it came up green again and got rejected at the wick. Those were equal high wicks. So I'm going to kind of identify those equal high wicks. Okay, so I'm going to place a yellow line now. I only use purple for high and low of the day, and I use yellow now for other critical daily levels. So that level is 33,135. Look at the big explosion happening in here. Okay, it came down right into that block and coming right back up. That could be a big liquidity grab. We'll see, guys. So if you're looking for buy side on the lower time frames, keep an eye on this, okay? You can see the bottom that they just created down here. So I'm just going to place a horizontal line right down here, 33,170. Let's see if this area develops as a block in the market. We'll keep an eye on that, okay? And keep an eye on the depth of market if we start to see some big bids coming in down in here. Okay, so coming up today, we're going to see how we react maybe at 33,135. Is it going to continue to go up, or are we going to get rejected at that yellow line and push back down? Okay, so we do have a tug of war today where it started with buyers, came all the way back down with sellers, then it's coming up back again with buyers. So we'll see exactly how this closes. And if you're a daily trader, okay, I don't speak about too much about swing positions because normally we just go on the lower time frames, but how many of you guys are daily traders, like to hold positions for multiple days? What I would do here is I would consolidate these daily bars right in here. You know, like how we trap and gap the 5 minutes? Use the same concepts, guys, same thing. So I would trap this entire area, and what I would be looking for is a daily body to maybe be green and close above here and break out a little bit, close with volume, and maybe retest somewhere in here. And maybe this could be an area of support and demand, and maybe we're going to get a nice bullish move like this on the daily. And you can obviously collect more than 20 or 30 pips like what we do when we're scalping. This might be a 200, 300 pip move on the higher time frames, okay? So there is that move that you could be looking for, okay? And then you could also maybe be consolidating in here. Maybe if it keeps picking up liquidity, but follow the daily wicks, follow the volume where it could possibly move. And if the sellers take control, you know that if we come back down in here, maybe into the green box, again, it comes up, but now we close with red volume below there, and it comes back up, and we use this as the resistance area. All of a sudden, we're breaking, and then the market is continuing to drop down in here. And you might have a nice daily swing position where you're not scalping the markets, and you got maybe a nice move coming down there. We will get into that too, guys. We're going to do some sessions where maybe we're doing some 4-hour chart setups, and we could be analyzing those for some potential bigger moves in the market. Again, you have to use maybe a bigger stop loss because your reward could be much bigger, but then you have to allocate, you got to lower your risk a little bit when you're swing trading. Okay, so that's for the swing traders. I would consolidate there because that could be the second leg developing that could break out of here. Here's one bottom, it came up, coming right back down. Now it's building in here. It could start to continue to break out this week. Okay, so what we're going to do with this daily candle is now dissect it down in the hourly. Okay, so we're moving into the hourly time frame now. And these are our 60-minute candles. I like to identify the critical times in the market, which is 3 a.m. This was London last night. So we came down red, came up, and it closed as a spin top right again at that critical daily yellow line. 4 a.m. we came back down, closed again here. So we were barcoding green, red, green. Then they start to bring it up 7, 8 a.m. And then here's the big volume, Wall Street, 9 o'clock. Okay, Wall Street is 9:30, but this is the hourly candle. So we came up green right up here, and then you see how many times we're getting rejected on the hourly. We're getting rejected there, rejected there, rejected there, rejected there, and also today at 11 a.m. we got rejected there. Okay, so where's our hourly resistance at the bodies? Right here, guys. Let's place a white line right here. In the future, this might come into play. Okay, why did I place a white line right here? Because there's no hourly volume really closing above here, above here, above here. They're just impulse moves. It impulsively broke out of there, and then it came back and closed right here. Impulsively broke out, closed right there. These two came impulsively right there and closed below. Today, we impulsively broke out to the high of the day, and then it dropped back down. So then they started it right now with a big red bearish candle, momentum switching back down. Where do we have critical hourly support in the market now? I'm looking a little bit towards the left of the chart, like right over here. This body, those wicks right there. So I'm going to place a white line in this area. If I'm going too fast, guys, let me know and I can slow it down. If you have any questions, feel free to ask any questions, okay? So the reason why I chose this area is this big red candle that came down stopped right there. There was my inside bar, and then it started with the 3-bar play pushing all the way back down. And then you can see how the white line, where this candle came up and got rejected at the white line, here we had 9 a.m. Wall Street close above, and the retest was the white line. So I bring it across, this big red bar, this was power hour, and 50% of the candle, okay? And if we look at this white line going across, you see how most of the green volume stays above it, So today, now I want to see if we can continue to hold this white line. It's around just over 33,000. It's 33,010. Okay, so now let's follow our volume just recently. Wall Street came down 9 a.m. and closed right here. 10 a.m. continued with selling pressure all the way down to the low of the day, and we came back up and it closed as a bullish pin bar right here. Then 11 a.m. we opened bullish, continued to fill the previous wick and take out the highs up there, take out the highs, and that's our high of the day. Then it got rejected and it closed right here. So now I'm going to lower this white line to these bodies, okay, most recent price action. Okay, so you just see how I just brought that down. I brought it down to this body and this body. So right over here at noon, before we started the call, it's a big red bar. It didn't even have any bullish momentum to come back and maybe fill the wicks. So you can see that they really applied the supply in the market and pushed it down the last hour, where it engulfed the previous hourly candle and closed right here. And now we just opened this candle at 1 p.m. We have 34 minutes on it. It came down red and it's coming right back up. So I kind of want to see how it will react around this yellow line, this daily area, if it can come up here. Okay. Another area of reference is these wicks right here. So now what I'm doing is with that white line, I'm bringing it down right over here. Why right here? Because now I'm seeing the dip that came down and stopped and went back up, stopped, went back up. And now we just closed below that white line, and I want to see on the lower time frames if on the 5 minutes, if we can kind of close above this white line, 33,101 and 1 penny, nice numbers. If we can close above there and maybe make some momentum to come back up and trade into here. And if not, we might get rejected and we might continue to push back down. But let's find where our hourly support is currently in the market. Okay, right over here. See this big bullish body that held right there above that white line? If I bring this box across and I make it green, that is my hourly support in the market that is still currently holding the market up. Where's my hourly bigger zone of resistance in the market? Right up here. Okay, and I can just bring those zones across, and I'm going to go into the lower time frames now. Okay, so that's my hourly. What is the overall move? We're pushing bearish right now. Okay, will there be a little bit of a bottom and the hourly move come back up the next leg, or are we going to continue to break down and maybe test the low of the day down in here? Okay, so I'm going to go into the 5 minutes now. Okay, so these are our 5 minutes. Okay, so we kind of, the big push down, Wall Street. See the consolidation? So if you box this entire zone in, remember this, these are the garbage candles, box it in, make it neutral. And if you are speculating in here, if you were trying to buy or trying to sell, something smaller until we see which direction. This is our sniper trap and gap, and it consolidated in there and then started to break out at 10:30 with positive volume close above, and there was our retest and continued with that momentum back up to here, areas of resistance, and then push right back down. We kind of consolidated right in here. You could have kind of boxed maybe these bodies in right there, and there was a fake out candle to the high. They also faked it out to the low, but then they came back down and closed it with the red volume and then pushed it right back down. Okay, so that's kind of what we look for, these type of moves when we're scalping. And right now it could be consolidating in this range right over here now. So what I do with the consolidated zone is let's bring it right into here, maybe trap these bodies right inside here, and we continue to see what is going to happen here. Are the selling pressure going to continue to break it back down into this zone, or is it going to come back up and maybe we're going to break out up to the upside? So right now it's in an accumulation phase. I can kind of box in our pending orders right here on Bookmap. Okay, so this was like very similar to yesterday, how it was kind of boxed in and then they released the market. I got caught on one candle yesterday on that right after 3 p.m. when we kind of ended the call. I went in on the sell and I got stopped out by a few pips, and then it came right back up, it grabbed the liquidity and came back up and then pushed up. But that's trading, guys. You gotta have stops in the market. Some of you guys don't even trade with stop losses. I don't recommend that. Not trade with a stop loss. But right now, pushing down. Okay, so I want to see now, is it going to come down, pick up some bids down in here and come right back up, or are we going to get red volume closing below here for the next leg pushing down? And I like to look at the time too. It's 1:29. We're about 1 minute away from 1:30 p.m. Eastern, so we're going to get a new 30-minute candle in the market as well. So I like to look at the 30-minute too. Let's look at the 30 minutes. So it all started up here, 11:30. That's where they pinned it up there, came back down, closed. We have a bearish ignited 30-minute candle with a short wick, break and pop and drop a little further. And then here at 12:30, we opened bullish, came up, but then got rejected and closed back down at the low. Again, right here, this is our 30-minute candle we're on right now. It came up to about 50% of the volume of the previous 30-minute candle. We're still below the hourly resistance, and we're pushing down into here. So we're going to see our next 30-minute candle. Is it going to be a green body, maybe come back up and rotate back up, or are we really going to push down to the low of the day? Okay, so they just opened it red, bearish right away. It took out the wick. It might drop a little bit, but let's see if we pick up some current bids in the market. But right now this is a very bearish open, so let's watch it on the 5s. Okay, okay, and then what I also look at is about 50% of that big body 5-minute candle, like right there, half of it, like right around there. I just like to always keep an eye on it. I like to see if bullish volume will come back up and maybe close above 50% of that. Otherwise, it might continue to push down bearish. Okay, so it might test out this zone down in here. Okay, so if you guys are in sells right now or continuing to sell, I like to measure the zone from down here to the purple low of the day. It's approximately 50 pips. 50. If it comes down halfway, okay, I'm not a mathematician, but half of 50 is probably 25 pips. Okay, I like to look at where there was previous support on those fives, right in there, the bodies. Okay, so we'll see if it can come down here, but it hasn't. So it came down, picked up some liquidity. Let's see if it can come back into trading this zone. Maybe have a bullish move coming out of here. I'm going to add some EMAs. Okay, so some of you guys are familiar with the 9 EMA. This green line, we're below it currently, so it's still bearish. And our 200 EMA is above here at that critical daily line. So we're below the 200, we're below the 9 EMA, and it is continuing to be bearish. But we're coming to a critical area in the market. This is our low of the day, and this is where it consolidated here at 10 a.m. and had that bullish move break out of here. So now we're going to see if it can trade back in here, maybe allow us a buying opportunity somewhere in here, or the market is going to continue to sell down. Okay, I'm not in a trade currently right now, so I'm just going to continue to watch. Is anybody in a trade right now? Okay, I like to know. Okay, it does help whether you guys are selling. Is anyone testing out buys right now? Kim, Nasdaq is down 2% today. Yeah, tech. Google had horrible earnings just after hours. Nvidia is down 4% right now. Kim, Google 9.25%. Holy shit! Google is down almost 10%, guys. PayPal 5.5%. Amazon 5% down. Okay, our big boys. Okay, Shopify down 6%. Meta down 3%. Not looking good, guys. Okay, so just keep in mind, okay, what I just said. That's a lot of big tech, big boys that are down big. So if you're looking to buy, whether it's US30 or Nasdaq, you are fighting a big selling pressure. Okay, so that's why we want to maybe be cautious on buys unless it can come down to a critical level. Maybe the daily low of the day, maybe back inside this consolidated area where it found all those buyers and broke out of here. So kind of, I want to see maybe bullish volume, maybe close above here and start to build. If not, we might have to continue to sell pullbacks. Okay, so right here, I'm going to place like a red box at 50% of that red candle, and we'll see if the buyers can bring it into here, and we'll see the type of reaction it is. I'm going to make that box red. And remember, guys, this is US30, not Nasdaq, but US30 does have a little tech in it. Okay. US30 is banks too. Goldman Sachs is down 1% today. I've been watching that. Goldman today. Okay, so we're pushing down. Big bearish candle to start. Okay, so if you're in sells, some of you guys are already in sells. Again, maybe trail it with a trailing stop loss. Because let's see if it can bounce out of here. I'm looking for maybe continued red volume to maybe close below here. Let's take a look at the RSI indicator. Okay, this is another thing, confluence tier 2, guys. So you see over here where it was heavily oversold below 30, and then that's where you could kind of consolidate it in there, and when it started to break out, there's our breakout bullish move. Okay, so we might be coming back down into this oversold area. So that's why I'm maybe looking for maybe buys at the low of the day down in here, or maybe if they build a little higher low right in here. But right now, still selling pressure. Okay, we're still below the VWAP. You can see all the offers coming down. Okay, so this red box, now I'm just going to bring it down just like a resistance down to here. Okay, and I'd like to see maybe if buyers can bring it back above here and maybe close it above here. Otherwise, could continue to sell down. Do you guys want to stay with Dow Jones, or do you want me to do side by side with another chart? Do you guys want to see another security? I can do a faster top-down analysis, or we just stick with one right now. It's up to you guys. Yesterday we took a look at Nasdaq and gold. This one only, Rev? You love US30, Rev, more than me. You would be a good trading partner. I would, Rev, you're my ideal trading partner. Me and you, we could trade US30 all day, every day. You're loyal. I know you are. Okay, so it's building a little bit down here, okay? It's building a little bit. See this, okay? We have a heat block in the market, 33,120, 63 bids. Now it's coming right back up, okay? So we're inside this demand area. Okay, let's see if it can come back and maybe close above here. And then if the volume comes back in here, it's back in that consolidated range, back in this consolidated box. So this is where I look to see if I'm going to trade in that consolidated box. I like to measure the move. This is a really handy tool, guys. This one right here, your measuring tape on TradingView or anything, any platform you use. If I'm looking for to scalp that buy up there to come up to 50% of that red candle, you can see it's about 20 pips, 20. If it continues to push and fill to the top, could be 40. If you get that impulse breakout up to that hourly white line, 60 pip range, okay? But we got to take it one step at a time to see if we can fill up to about 50% of that body. Okay, right now we're coming right back up. The candle's going to close in 90 seconds. So let's see maybe the closure. Is it going to close above here? Is it going to pull back down? Okay, so we can see they're building a little bit of a bottom. That wick and that wick a little bit higher. Okay, so we do have a little higher low off the bottom. Let's see if we can get it back inside here. Maybe it will get rejected too, okay? So it might come up a little bit and get rejected and go right back down, okay? So that's why sometimes if you're counter trading the move, like right over here, this was a counter trade too. These buy candles, these green candles, they came right up. That was good for, again, the zone is 40 pips. If you don't do anything, elevator coming right back down, okay? If you buy these single candles, they're about 20 pips, 30 pips. If you don't do anything, then it could come back down. Okay, so same thing could happen here. It could maybe break bullish right up to halfway here, and then get a wick and go right back down. That's why if I'm scalping, I like to know 10, 15, 20 pips. I go to a break even. Maybe it will break out more, maybe it doesn't, but at least I can secure a little bit. Did we even get any green volume in there? No, it came right up there and then pushing back down. Okay, so you see where those buyers are trapped right here at this area. See here, this is a critical line, support. They broke it down. We retrace right back up here, but this block 33,170 has 51 and 70 offers, so they pushed it right back down. Maybe they're going to come into and test out this liquidity right here. 103 bids are waiting right in here, possibly right at this red line. Where did I get that red line from? I got it at the previous support from 1025, 1030 this morning, if it does come into there. Okay, so I'm still waiting on a trade in here. Okay, so it's coming right back up again. Another bullish ignited candle coming right back up. Will it come up? Maybe again close. Let me get rid of this. Will it close inside here? Will it maybe perform, come up, back down? We get a double bottom and then a stronger move breaking out of here. Do I feel more bullish or bearish today? Well, if we follow the daily, it's bearish, but we're building a little bit. We might get maybe a end of day, a bullish rally, but it could just be pullbacks and continuing dropping. Remember, a lot of those big companies are down 5%, so there's a lot of red in the market. So just knowing that if we're buying, remember, you're counter buying the moves. So you have to be, maybe you have to have your mindset to pip and dip. Okay, because it's just like this. It was a green candle that came up, again, lower high, and they're going to try and push it down again. Okay, so we got the body close below. It came up green again, lower high, push back down. So let's see if it kind of breaks and maybe a continued sell down in here. Let's see if they can push it down, get rid of this green volume, turn it into maybe a shooting star down in here. We have 3 minutes, so there's a lot of time. Let's look at the 15-minute time frame. So look at the 15-minute, okay, coming down with a lot of volume. But this is that critical area. So that's why I'm watching on the lower time frames, the 5s, to see if we get body to close below there. And then maybe I could ride the next 15-minute candle. But there's still this green body left. It's an inverted hammer. Still, I'm cautious on this. Still wants to consolidate. Still wants to build in this area. I can maybe make this green box, since we're trading in it, neutral now. And then get rid of this neutral box above us. Kind of maybe box it in here. Maybe it needs to bleed out back down in here. Maybe a higher low from the daily low of the day. Maybe the support, the buyers will come in here. I want to see if they can come and test into this block right here. 33120. There's 103 big bids in the market there. I want to see if they're going to come down, maybe pick up that liquidity, then turn it back up. Okay. Remember, the market wants to go where the bigger liquidity is. Okay. It wants to get filled. That's where the volume is. Yeah, your friend, you think it will drop down before going up? Yeah, it's a possibility that we could see that, where it drops down into here and then shoots back up. Okay, that's a possibility, but let's see if it happens. Okay, let's see if they go down there. Guys, is the charts okay? Is it busy? Is it messy? Is it okay? I'm trying to, I like one chart analysis because then I can really focus, get it, like you guys can see candles. Like I can really zoom in like this. If you guys like it, do you guys like it zoomed in more, or do you guys like it when you can see a bigger picture? Okay, so they're still pushing it down. They're still pushing it down right here. Let's lower this red box down into here. Bigger picture, Pedro, like this? Okay. Is that good? What about like that, guys? Okay, so look at the big rejection. Okay, we got that volume back below there. 13 seconds to go into the close. Okay, so let's see if they're bringing it right back up in the close. Okay, so cautious on a sell right now. Let's just wait. Let's see how it closes. Here's the close. There's still some green body. Okay, they opened it red. Let's see if it comes down quickly to maybe grab that big pending order in there. Now there's only 63. Okay, so they might be lifting it up a little bit. Okay, that might show maybe a little bit of strength on the buyers. Maybe if they can hold and lift, start to pull the offers and start to bid it up. That's what I'm watching. But it's a big bearish candle, might come all the way back down. So if you're in sells right now, you still have selling momentum. Okay, maybe bring your trailing stop loss like below here now, because it could build in here. If we look what happened today, this was 10 o'clock today. It had that strong build in here and broke out bullish. So let's see, are they going to come back down in here, or is it going to be a higher low? And the market is balanced. Okay, normally, when we're trading at CVD is negative 500 or positive 1,000, like there's a imbalance in the market. Right now it's balanced. Okay, it's currently right at 0, -20. So the market is balanced. It could go either way right now. Okay, so when we're not 100, like I'm not 100% sure right now, so I'm going to continue to wait it out. Like, do I want to trade this type of transactions or this volume right now? Probably just wait it out and look for a better setup. This is where speculation, if you're speculating, like some of you guys maybe want to speculate a buy in here, this is where if you are speculating, you go very, very small, the smallest size you can trade with your broker, a micro size, and then you're just feeling it out. Depending on the size of your account. If you've got a small account, micros, but I'm saying if you got like a bigger account, let's say for example you have a $50,000, $100,000 account. If you do a little 10-cent trade in here and it drops on you 30 pips, okay, you lose $3, but it's not enough to breach your daily drawdown or cause insignificant loss. Okay, you could recover from it very easily. But for maybe mindset and things like that, I use feeler trades a lot in my trading. I incorporate those a lot in my trading. But right now I'm not in anything. I'm still just watching to see what type of reaction will be in here. And we're getting close to 2 p.m. Okay, so another thing, what I'm always like going through my mind is I'm always looking. Okay, so we have 2 o'clock coming in another 12 minutes. That's another important hourly candle in the market, and it's also a 4-hour candle on most securities as well. So that will bring in a change up of momentum. That might bring a change in volume. So maybe what the market could be doing is coming down to take out the liquidity down at the low, then maybe reverse it come 2 p.m. So that's another thing that we have to factor in, where we are, what time of day it is. Okay, so we came down red all the way down, coming right back up. So it picked up the big block. Now they're bidding it up. Let's see again if it can trade in here, maybe break out of here. Guys, almost 200 viewers on YouTube. If you guys can hit the like, if you do get daily education with SST, we do appreciate it, guys. We've been here with you guys every single day on YouTube for almost 4 years now. So we're pretty consistent coming in on YouTube, providing the free education to you guys as well. All we ask in return is a like. Help get the algorithm moving. Help find traders that are looking for some trading education with us. Can join the team at SST. We appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Vadid, and I appreciate you, bro. Pablo, thank you, bro. Kim, 1 minute is trying poor candles. Yeah, that's the thing. If 1 minutes are, yeah, they're trying. The 1 minutes are trying, and then they push it back down. They try again, they push it back down. Now, Kim, this is where maybe they're gonna really like bring the hurt on the buyers on the lower time frames, drop it with the elevator coming down on the 1 minute. But let's see if it picks up that liquidity and comes back up. Let's look at the 1 minutes. Okay, so there is maybe going to be some divergence forming, like it might be strengthening, but they might come down to do a stop hunt or take the pending orders out of there. That's why I'm watching this purple line. That's the low of the day, 32,960. So I want to pay attention to see what will happen in here. Okay, now it's coming down, so it's pushing. Want to see the reaction down in here, and we're getting maybe 10 minutes away from 2 p.m. Eastern. Good job, Halit. First trade yesterday, and what's that? First trade yesterday and down 300. Oh, I thought you said you made 300. Yeah, it's never good. Believe me, I've been in that situation, like others here, where you take a trade and you're down $100, $200, $300. It's trading, but hopefully you don't have $1,000 account and you lost a third of your account on one trade. That's not good. Okay, so you see here now, where this bearish candle that's coming down now. Okay, so I'm just lowering my supply down to here, bringing this across. Okay, and I'm going to locate 50% of that previous big red bar right around there, 32,995. See if it can come back up, maybe close above here, build this area, and then I'm going to get rid of this consolidated box up here. Okay, so this is going to be a critical area. We're going to see if sellers sell it into here going into our new hourly candle come 2 p.m. because it could be building a big double bottom bounce out of here. So what could happen, guys, is we could see this coming in the new hour. Could break out and then trade into this big body candle, and then they push it back down. And then what we're looking for is for this to flip this box, this hourly white line, to maybe hold here, and we get either like a higher low double bottom, and then we get that, and then maybe we get a nice little maybe recovery this afternoon. You know, that's one direction. Okay, we could possibly see that, but it could also just break out of there and not hold here, and then they drop it, and then it continues to drop below there with the continued supply that's pushing down on the higher time frame. Okay, so let's keep an eye on this. 3 more minutes to go. Okay, so we're holding here, this area, 33, 110, 100 level, holding. Is anybody testing out any buys right now? I know some of you guys were in sells. Is anyone testing out a buy? Again, if you're testing out buys, go small, okay? If you just, maybe you need to get your emotions. I'm an emotional trader. Like I like to be actually, like if I'm testing out a trade, I like to be in the trade. I like to see my MT4 moving, but it doesn't have to be a Lambo lot size. It can be a micro size. It still gets my blood flowing. It still gets my heart beating. It still gets me emotionally involved, whether it's 10 cents or it's $100 a pip. It doesn't make any difference. It just gets, you know, gets your blood flowing. But if not, if you're still on the sidelines, then let's just be patient. Let's wait. I'm not in anything right now. I'm waiting myself. Costi, you're down 10,000 negative. Okay. Is that normal for you to be down $10,000? Unless you're a multimillionaire, maybe you. But for most people, to be down 10K, that's quite a bit. That's not pocket change. That's a big amount. Okay, you need to reflect on your trading. Okay, you guys have to learn. If you have big negative days like this, where you're down 10K, you got to go back and look at what's going on. Okay, so you see all the previous wicks this morning. Okay, the volume held above there. Okay, right there. See there? I'm going to bring this green box across to see if we can kind of hold. Maybe that could be the higher low that's being built right now. Okay, right in there. Let's see if we can build off of this, get a push out of here, maybe a pullback, higher low, and maybe we break out over here, come into the next hour. Okay, it's a nice move on the buyers, currently building the bottom of the book down here. Okay, so this candle's closing now, 5 seconds. It's a nice big body candle. We're above 50% of the previous body. We couldn't engulf it entirely. Okay, so if we pull back right there, 50%. It's a bullish ignited candle holding, okay, small wick. We might get that pop, and it could push up to here. 33,033, like up to here where there was a wick, body close below, and then the previous retap. Okay, so let's see now. You might get that momentum going into 2 o'clock. That could break out bullish, and then they bring it right back down. We might get rejected, and then we come back down, and we look for a double bottom here. And see if we can build. So this is one leg right now. We came down, second leg is coming right back up. Let's see if we get some nice positive volume close above here. Sometimes when I'm scalping, I go down to the 1 minutes. Okay, so our 1 minutes kind of building. This body is going to close right now in 10 seconds. Will it close above here? There's still 4 more minutes to go before 2 p.m. Okay, so here's the close. Close. Green. Pullback. Red. picked up liquidity, could possibly fill the wick and drive through here. Okay, so I like to also follow the 5 minute. The 5 minute is, that's the 9 EMA it could be coming up to. Costa, you have to learn how to use a stop loss. Yes, everybody needs to learn how to use a stop loss in the market so you're not down 10K. You have to, guys. How can you trade without using a stop loss? We talk about this. There's two types of stop losses: a physical stop loss in the market or a mental stop loss. I trade with a mental stop loss, but I do, you see me, I'm live with you guys, I do get stopped out of trades. There's only so much you can't hope and pray when you're trading. You gotta have targets, just like you have TPs. You gotta have also a target where you have a stop loss, and that's it. You got, it's you gotta tap out and get out, and then get back into the markets, unless you want to hold forever and draw down. Okay, so important timing. It's 1:57 p.m. Eastern. We got a nice big bullish move coming out of here. Okay, so we found the bottom. It was currently that bottom of the volume today at 10:30. Okay, so we're coming right back up. They might pull it back down come 2 p.m. Okay, so maybe we gotta wait for this body to close. I'm waiting for this one to close. It could have been a nice little quick 1 minute scalp, for the 1 minute traders. Could have got your 10-15 pips out of there. Okay, just that body that closed. If you bought that next 1 minute candle, I know it looks small. I know it looks very, very small, but that's about 10 pips. That's sometimes what 1 minute scalpers are looking for, but I'm not looking for that. I'm not scalping 1 minutes right now. I'm waiting for this 5 minute to close because it's 2 p.m. Okay, so look at where they rejected it. Again, they rejected it at kind of that equal highs right there. Okay, and the 9 EMA. Okay, so even if I didn't use the 9 EMA, I could still see they rejected it at that previous high wick right there, tweezer tops. Now when I add the 9 EMA, I can see, okay, they rejected at the 9 EMA, and now it's coming right back down. So let's follow where this volume will close. Will it close above? Remember this white line? That was that critical hourly line. Okay, so we built nicely right here. 33,120 held. Okay, so 33,120, it dipped a little bit but picked up. Now we're pushing up. 1 more minute to go, guys. Okay, so let's see. 2 p.m. could open with a strong hourly candle. They could gap it up, small pullback, and continue to drive. They could gap it down red and come back down, but then we were going to flip this red box green. Okay, I'm going to do it right now because the volume is above. I want to get ahead of it. Okay, so I'm flipping it green. The red box to green now. Why? Because the volume is currently above. Okay, now let's get our closure in 30 seconds. And I'm looking at spreads, everything. If I'm going to take trades, I like to be ready. Okay, big body candle. Maybe it's going to close above that previous high. The volume might close. And then judge where 50% of that candle is too. Okay, here's 10 seconds to go into the close. See how it's coming right up to 33,170? Okay, right up to that critical area, right back up there. Let's see if these offers hold or if they're going to pull them. Here we go, 2 p.m. New hourly candle in the market. Bullish, held. Okay, pull back. Let's see, 50%. If it comes down to about half of it, right there, the green, where I just placed it. I just pulled that red line down to about half of that green candle. Okay, is it still holding, holding, holding? Or is it going to come down? Okay, it's still holding. It's currently holding, holding green. It's holding green and going to break out. Okay, I'm going to buy now. I'm going into a buy. It held. I'm in a buy. Let's see if I can get this 2 p.m. push. Okay, I'm giving it room to breathe for a pullback as well. Okay, but I want to see if now some offers can get pulled out of this market, and maybe with this cumulative volume, maybe take out a few of these pending orders up here. And then if there's a pullback into maybe this green box, I might be looking to maybe add a second position. Okay, this is just position 1. And then also for targets too. 50% of that bearish candle right up there. Okay, when I kind of measure moves to see if it can get up there to that red line, that's about 30 pips if it can get up there. And it still hasn't even retested 50% of the body. Okay, so let's see. It came down, dipped down. We're still holding 50% of the body. Now it's filling. So let's see if they can really bid it up. And this yellow line, okay, that's where we were struggling. Okay, that's where it broke down below. We picked up all of this volume, all of this liquidity. It's cumulative volume delta positive right now. So let's see if the buyers can continue to break it out of here and come up to here, 33,190, 33,200 into this liquidity. Okay, let's push with this. And then also if we can get some nice positive volume closing above these wicks. Okay, where were these wicks? Right here. Right there. The wicks were green and now red. So I'm going to place a red box right there. That's what I'm looking to close above to continue to push with this move. Right above here. I want to get it to close above there. And maybe we can have enough momentum to take out 50% of that big red candle above there. And that would be approximately a 30 pip move. But we got to flip the book right here at this yellow line. With this hourly momentum, can they push? Can they push? Can they push? Okay, we're looking for volume to close positive above here. See that 33,200, 110 offers are sitting there. Can it drive up into that liquidity? That's about 50% of that bearish candle. So we got rejected right there. Okay, so big rejection. Okay, now can we trust the depth of market below us to pick up all the volume? Again, it's testing, retesting maybe 50% of the previous body candle. So we got rejected up there. It's going to close in 90 seconds. So let's see if we can pick up those bids again, get some more positive volume, and continue to come up and maybe take out those offers. Right now, this is the pullback. Okay, it drove a little bit. I know some of you guys are not looking for 10, 12, 13 pips. You know, I've kind of changed up the way how I trade here with you guys. Normally, sometimes I would dip right out of there, but I am currently holding this trade. One minute is nasty, I can believe it. Yeah. Let's take a look at these 1 minutes. Yeah, so the 1 minute drove, big elevator coming down. So that's 50% right there of that previous 5 minute candle. Let's see if we can push that move and get volume, green volume closing back above here. If they push it down, come back down in here, the bigger block. I want to see if it will hold in this bigger block in here. Above that white line, that was that hourly support line. Okay, and I'm not surprised about this, that pullback. Okay, we identified where the neckline is. Okay, so now let's see how it builds. Spin top, it could close as a spin top. It's indecision. Okay, but we got to see how it closes, who can pick up, who has momentum. Let's see, here's the close. Okay, so they gapped it down. Close, gap down, quick bullish ignited candle. Let's see if it can kind of build a little bit, pullbacks into this green box. Okay, so see, remember 33,200 had those big offers. They just lowered it, okay, a little bit, because now it's going to start to transact in here. It's going to get tight trading in here. This is where it could possibly consolidate now, okay. Oops, I didn't want to touch my daily low, sorry. Just want to bring this in here, this zone, to show you where we could consolidate right in here. Emirate, what's up, man? Hope you're having a good day today. Okay, we got a nice wick. Okay, beautiful. At the hourly support, that's what we want. Okay, that's what we want. We want to see support at our hourly level. Okay, can it hold? Can it come back up? Can we get it to close positive above there? Remember, guys, we are counter trading. Okay, so today was a big selling day. We're trying to see maybe if this could build a little bit of a bottom and maybe have a little relief rally going into the end of the day. This is where it really picked up a lot of volume today at 10:30 for that big bullish move. Came back down there building, so it came right back up to this resistance and coming back down. So I'd like to see if we can kind of hold this area. If it has to come down, that could be a real double bottom down in there. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it can build, continue to build, and come back and test this yellow line area. Yeah, Papa Powell at 4:30 should be interesting, guys. Please be aware of that. Okay, it could get volatile. Okay, we're pushing back up. Okay, so that's what we kind of want to do. We want to trap some sellers and move the market away from them and come take out these offers. We're closing in 2 more minutes. I'd like to see if we can close with some positive volume. Try in this green box up here. I'm still in my buy, guys. I'm still in my buy. Marius, today's a good day. You trade the strategy all day long. Good, good. Figure out the strategy. I love scalping the markets when there's nice volatility. It makes scalping easier where you can kind of get in and out. Right now we caught a guys, it's the midday. It's the near the end of the day. This is a tough session to trade. It's not always the best, but we try our best to come in here and educate this time. Not a lot of traders trade this time of the day. It's not the easiest time to trade. That's why you got to just trade with proper risk management. Don't go crazy, okay? I don't know how else to say this. Okay, so we have 45 seconds to go into the close. We're still currently above the hourly support. Okay, let's see how it closes. Who will have the momentum into the close? Again, it's a spin top candle. Buyers are bringing it up, sellers are pushing it down. When it comes down here, buyers bring it back up, but now it's pushing down with momentum of sellers. It might close bearish below here and then drop a little further. Okay, but hopefully we can hold and maybe try and make our way back up. So it is still holding, higher low off the bottom, still respecting our hourly support, but we're not really pushing for new higher highs. So this gives momentum to the sellers to continue to push the market down. We're caught in a consolidation right here. But my bias is to be bullish, but let's see. Okay, maybe it needs to come back down and pick up these bids in here. I'm hoping that it doesn't. I'm hoping that it has enough volume, this cumulative volume delta has enough momentum to test out this liquidity of offers up here, and they pull the offers, and maybe we can get that bullish breakout to the VWAP up there. Okay, and I have a new 15-minute candle coming very, very soon in 4 or 5 minutes. So the 15-minute candle has a lot of indecision in here. Again, it's kind of red, green, red. Okay, so it might push down here, but every time it did, it was picked up by liquidity wicks. Okay, so I'm hoping that maybe this 15-minute candle can close back above here. But it's a tug of war right now between the buyers and sellers. so we're coming through in this box now. Now, let's see if these were real block of bids, or these bids can get pulled out of the market too and lowered and allow the supply to come down. Okay, so let's let this candle develop, okay? Still lots of time left on it, okay? So it could be flipping into a bullish pin bar, okay? But again, it could just come up here and then they could push it right back down. That's a positive candle, okay? Really, really nice. But do we want to add, like, I want to wait for it to close kind of above here. Give me that closure above there, because they could bring this one right back down, okay? So that was a good liquidity grab, okay? That was nice for buyers. But can we close strong with it back above here? Okay, we don't want it to push right back down, because then we're going to go through the tug of war again. I'm still in my buy, guys. I let everybody know. I use a manual stop loss, okay? I kind of use the red box to gauge where, but I use a manual stop loss. Everybody, full transparency, so you know. I don't use physical stops in the market. I use a manual stop. I exit the trade when I feel it's time to exit the trade. Okay, so we're closing in 40 seconds. Remember, new 15-minute candle. So this was a good liquidity grab on the 15, below the hourly support. Can we close strong on this 15? Can we close as a hammer, maybe a bullish pin bar? So I like to watch it on the 5. Can we close back strong above here? Can we take out that high and close strong? And then any pullbacks could be maybe a possible opportunity to add another buy. Okay, here's the move coming out of here. If it fills right back up to there, remember guys, that's 30 pips from where I entered in there. Yes, I held a little bit in drawdown, but I'm looking for the bigger move here. I'm not looking for the pip and dip or the 10 pips. Let's see, close. Okay, we closed. Okay, right there. Let's flip this red box quickly to green. Okay, flip it red to green. It retested it perfectly. Okay, this is the new 15-minute candle. It's holding. And could break the wick and pop. Maybe if there's any pullback, we want to pull back into 50% of the bullish candle. Okay, so it's building, it's building, it's building. Let's see if we can continue. Okay, remember, now we got volume above the yellow line, pullbacks. Now let's see if it can bid it up below here. We can build this depth of market below here. Here's the retest. Good support, still holding. Let's see if we can engulf those sellers and maybe push it up a little higher. Okay, we got cumulative volume on our side right now, 320, but today was a bearish day. Remember that, okay? So maybe we can squeeze a little bit this afternoon. Okay, so here's the pullback. Now, pulling back into 50% of our green body candle is right here. We're still holding it. We're still holding above here. Okay, let's see if they can flip the candle and drive through here. It's trying, guys. It's trying. The buyers are trying. You can't fault the buyers. They're trying. But we do have a lot of supply in the market, and we're below the VWAP. So there's always going to be that pressure to push down. So as long as we can continue to build here, this 170 area, if we can build above it and get these bids building the block below us, we're good. Yep. We could be breaking out here. So we filled the wick. Let's pop up to that line and maybe grab 30 pips up there. Okay, up to there, that was about 18, but 30 is to the red line. Again, it came back down. See if it can continue to build. 170. Let's watch it. Let's see if we flip this zone, you know, from support to resistance back to support. Now we picked up the bids. Here we go. Let's get our 30 pips. I'm up 20 plus, so I'm going to break even now. I'm going to a break even. Okay, so I'm at a break even, guys. I'm up 20 plus, but I'm looking for that maybe that target up there. So I have a break even trade now. It eliminates the risk. I have a free trade going in profit. Now, worst case scenario, I get stopped out at break even. I'm okay with that. Okay, let's see if we can drive now. Remember the 15-minute candle. Here we go. This is our 15-minute. Let's go. Let's drive with the 15. We have 12 minutes left on this. It retested perfectly. We popped the wick. Let's see if we can drive a little bit with this one. I really love to see it if we can come up and test that yellow line in the VWAP right up there with this momentum. But selling pressure all day today. Okay, remember that. Normally, guys, I like to grab my 15-20 pips, okay? But I'm trying to hold this trade with you guys to show that I can hold trades too. I'm following 50% rules. But I don't want to get too greedy either, okay? So it's coming up to test. That's a 30 pip move if we can test up in there. And that's 50% of that big red candle. Okay, I'll draw like a red box there so we all know what I'm talking about. Okay, right there, guys. Okay, 50% of that big body that pushed that move down. We're retracing right back up to it. Okay, but we're still building. Okay, we want to hold this area, 170. So we got 27 bids and we got 41 and 50 and 65. So good depth of market building below us here. Good job, Thuzma. You're out. Good, done for the day. Excellent. Good job, man. That's all it takes. Okay. Sometimes 1 or 2 trades is all you need in a day. Guys, did anybody exit in profit 20, 25 pips? Some of you guys maybe entered the trade earlier than me, okay? Because those are targets, guys. You know, I'm trying to really hold this trade to maximum value, but guys, I don't normally trade like this. Normally, when it goes 20, 25 pips, I dip out of the market, okay? So I unfortunately right now got stopped out at break even, okay? So I'm just telling you full transparency. I just got stopped out at break even, okay? That's how the trade goes. You know, I didn't secure because I'm trying to hold for a bigger move. It came back down to my break even and got out, okay? Could I enter again into the trade? Absolutely. Absolutely. I might ride this continuation momentum, but maybe it might sell back down into here. Okay, so I'm watching to see, can it close? Can it close back above here? Guys, I am sorry, but I don't have a win-loss break-even thing. It's just wins and losses. We were going to add break-even, but I'm going to take that as a win. Some of you guys maybe got your 20, 25 pips. I got out at break-even. I don't have a break-even. It's just a loss. I know some of you guys really follow that ticker chart, how many wins I have, how many losses. I don't really care about that stuff. I care more about education, but I like to trade live with you guys. Oh, there's the bullish move. Okay, so let this be a lesson. Okay, that's probably where a lot of people entered like myself, and that's where a lot of break-even stops were like myself. Okay, so you see the market came down to where I entered at a break-even and took my liquidity, and now they're pumping it right back up, and this could be where they test that high and break it out of here. I would love to see it break out for you guys if it can. And then again, where could it go? Then you take it back up to these bodies. Real simple. And then how much imbalance could that fill? Measure that zone. Just grab your ruler from above here. Go to that red line, 20 plus, 22. Could be about 50 pip total move if you're in this. Okay, so remember that 15-minute candle, this one right here. Okay, so it's coming back up. We'll watch this candle, how it will close in 8 minutes. We got to keep that 15-minute volume above here. And then on the 1 minutes, I know some of you guys are scalping the 1 minutes. You had a lot of opportunities to grab your 1 minute trades and get out of there. The 1 minutes now are building. Came up, back down. Came up, back down. Okay, let's see if we can continue to build and break out of here and then get up to that level. There's that measured move right there. If it can continue drive on the 1 minutes. But did you guys know like my psychology? Why I kind of was waiting for it to come down to today's 10:30 volume low. That's the low of the day, the purple line. So they held it, and then we came back up, and then that pullback, it was a red candle coming all the way down. I had my stop loss below there, so I didn't get caught in that, and then rode it up. I didn't, unfortunately, on this one take my profit out of the market. It's those woulda, shoulda, couldas. But still, I consider a break-even trade still positive. I didn't lose any money. I didn't win any money. It's all good. I can come back and get another trade. Guys, I can only go maybe for about 5-10 more minutes. You guys can probably hear my daughters crying upstairs. I'm going to have to go see what's going on. If you guys can just excuse me for like 2 seconds, I'll be right back. Hey guys, sorry, I'm all back. Guys, I can maybe go for another 5-10 more minutes. I'm sorry, my daughter's not feeling well. She just threw up upstairs. Um, she's not feeling good. Just guys, I wanted to go till after 3 o'clock today. I apologize, but she comes first before anything. So guys, if you are in this trade and you're holding, okay, see if it can build some support at this level, and maybe if we can continue trade. But we got rejected 1, 2, 3, 4 times now. So here could be the red volume that comes back down into here, looking for higher lows. Okay, 50% of this body of this candle, can we hold above here? So bring this green box like to 50% right there and see if we can continue to hold. If it can't, then remember this white line, that was our hourly resistance that turned to support. Okay, so if there's that candle that comes down red right through here, kind of want to pick up the buyers right in there. okay, and then maybe it will shoot up this afternoon, okay. But remember, today had a lot of selling pressure, so that was a nice little pullback on the buyers. But look at where we got rejected. 50% of that big body, red body candle. So we came into it one time and two times, guys. Okay, so remember, when it comes to these identified areas, I tell you guys every single day, we got to make a decision up there. I know, like even myself, I wanted more than 30 pips. And look it, I got break even. So that's happens with trading, guys. That's the discipline. When it comes to an identified area, you got to make a decision. Decision number one is either a break even. Okay, go to a break even. That's what I did. Decision number two, scale out. Take some profit. Take out 50, 60, 70, 80% of your trade. Take it out and leave the rest running on break even. Or, you know, close your entire trade. I should have done that. I didn't. The woulda, shoulda, couldas. You know, sometimes when I trade, it goes to only 10, 15 pips. Some traders say, Ron, why didn't you hold it for longer? Today, I tried to hold it longer than 30, and look at what I got out of it, just a break even. So that's trading, guys. I apologize, but I got to get out of here. I got to make sure she's okay. Guys, if you can leave a like on YouTube on your way out, we do appreciate it. And guys, in Zoom, we have our webinar later this evening at 5 o'clock. We'll go over Wix. So I'll see you guys. Guys, thank you so much, everyone on YouTube. Thank you, everyone on Zoom. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you.
Hey guys, good morning, welcome to another live session of Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, you guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
Trading with a perfect broker is the key, which takes you one step ahead. At AFX, we have you covered. The future of Forex is zero commission. Here at AFX, we offer ultra low commission, which starts at 99 cents per lot. Our accounts spreads start from 0.0 pips. With account leverage up to 500x, and can have a minimum deposit of $100, with an additional 100% deposit bonus, regulated by HCMC Greece, compliant with ESMA, EU, regulated with FSCA, South Africa. Nothing to lose, but something to gain. Trade with the world's most liquid market provider, AFX, recommended by Stock Sniper Trading. To get started, use the affiliate link below.
As a trader, we all look for tight or low spreads, which helps us to get in and out of the market. Using the right broker can help us try different strategies. With multiple options of brokers on the web, here at Stock Sniper Trading, we have a recommended broker, that is, HankoTrade. With spreads as low as 0 pips, and leverage up to 500x, HankoTrade is just one click away. With multiple account types to choose from, you also have a minimum deposit of $10. Using HankoTrade's affiliate program, refer a friend and earn up to a 40% commission on trading volume. Built by traders, for traders. HankoTrade.